Ask me about my wiener!
Whoa, don't do that. You could definitely ask me about Jonah Hill's career in the film industry. Jonah Hill is an actor, director, producer that is credited for having part in many major films, TV shows, music videos, and artistic directions.
I always said I want to be a filmmaker, but are you really going to put your money where your mouth is? Boop. It was incredible being in movies like Knocked Up and Superbad. And really, Superbad was the movie that planted a seed in me that you can make things that come from your real point of view, who you are. What is incredible about mid-90s is it is my first pure expression of the work I want to make. Skateboarding has always been really butchered on screen, and this doesn't come from a place of authority, it comes from a place of love for something that really showed me the world in a different way. I really leaned into the idea that this movie is so many different feelings at once. I believe that's what life is like. And those are the kinds of films I hope to make.
Jonah Hill, like many actors and filmmakers, schedules manic. When he's not writing a new movie, he's probably directing a music video or searching for new streetwear in London. Jonah used to be overweight, which contributed to his comedic stigma. He believes that the key to his diligent weight loss was 100 push-ups a day, sushi of all sorts, and the occasional cigarette to soothe the soul. Jonah Hill's net worth is $45 million as of 2019. His most recent box office film, Mid-90s, grossed $9 million in box office sales. It's safe to say that Jonah Hill's work is worth every penny. While in college, Hill performed his plays at Black and White Bar in the East Village. He became friends with Dustin Hoffman's children, Rebecca and Jake, who introduced him to their father. Hoffman and Hill asked to audition for a role in I Heart Huckabees, which Hill landed, making in his film debut in 2004. A number of high-profile film and TV parts followed, including a brief appearance in The 40-Year-Old Virgin and a supporting role in Knocked Up. In college, Hill began writing his own plays and performing them in the Black and White Bar in the East Village neighborhood of New York City. His plays developed a small following and helped him realize that his true desire was to act in films. Having studied film and the arts for the majority of his life, Jonah Hill's breakout role happened in 2007 with the movie we all love, Superbad. It took about 2 years after until he was known in the mainstream. Jonah is just getting started on his artistic endeavors. His most recent project was directing rapper Travis Scott's music video for Wake Up, my personal favorite video. His next move is the role of producer on a new upcoming film directed by legendary director Clint Eastwood called Richard Jewell, which tells the story of how Richard heroically saves thousands of lives from an exploding bomb at the 1996 Olympics, but is unjustly vilified by journalists and the press who falsely report that he was a terrorist.
Moneyball, when I first started rehearsing with Bennett and Brad Pitt and Philip Seymour Hoffman, and it was the four of us in a room, I was incredibly intimidated, and eventually you have to be like, they're going to hire somebody else and fire me if I just act all nervous and don't start acting well, you know? So there just has to be that thing in you. Like I said, if something bad happens in your life, you have to kick that stuff to the curb while you're there doing your job. And I think Martin Scorsese was a different thing altogether because, yeah, we did a month of rehearsals and it would be me and him and Leonardo DiCaprio in a room rehearsing, and I'd be like, what the fuck am I doing here? And I think I constantly in my life, whether it's Moneyball or even, you know, the first movie set I was ever on or whatever it is, it's a constant thing of what am I doing here? And I think that's the best attitude to have, is to always feel like you're the person who doesn't belong, because it will drive you to do the best you can. Not like I belong here, but I want to make sure that I do the work that allows me to be with these great people.
Jonah Hill's place in the movie industry is rightfully earned and credible. I feel that his artistic direction is crucial to every controversial trend that'll happen in the future, while remaining true to his comedic relevance. I'm personally excited for his growth and exploration of his own interests that he chooses to bring to life. Thank you for listening.